Michael, you want to touch on kind of what we're working on as far as just some of like, creating some of those funnels and dialing them in, and then we'll get into the pre-written blogs and we'll wrap it up.
Absolutely. But even before I go there, here's what I hope you guys that have been in the field and have built anything online before, what you're going to notice is you can cancel your chat account. You can cancel your Aweber account, which you're probably paying $100, $200 a month for. If you're not using your ClickFunnels account for $97 or $300 a month, you can get rid of that. If you guys have text message blasting, maybe it's like through a Twilio or something, you're paying a couple $100 a month for that. All of this is encompassed in this one system. And so what I always like to share with our people is like, look, you've got one system, but you also have one neck you can choke when it doesn't work, if it doesn't work. And look, nobody's choked me yet, so we know it's working pretty darn good. So as a leader in the community and a leader in the industry, this system gets better and better and better. And the more people we have using it, the more feedback we're getting, the more that we're having good components to it, the better the system gets. One of the things that I really love about Joe is Joe has really mastered the warm market game, the one-to-one. So if Steve and I are friends, Steve might put me in there and that they'd be going through one of these invitation or warm market funnels. When I got started in network marketing back in 1998, I had a full afro back then, by the way. But I also was taught by leaders in the company I was with that I didn't have to go talk to my warm market. Ross Denny was actually one of the leaders in that company, ironically enough. And when I got started back in network marketing in 2003, I was also told and taught that I didn't have to talk to my warm market. So I've never made a list of all my friends and family. I never have. I take it back. At Christmas, we send them holiday cards every Christmas. We make those lists and send them those type of invitations. But as far as having to go out and just rake your friends and family over the coals to take a look at something they may or may not be interested in. Look, I am all about sharing. I'm all about sharing the opportunity with people that are looking. But I subscribe to the mentality almost like martial arts. Anybody else online take martial arts when you were a kid or maybe now? There's a principle in martial arts that you can take someone else's energy and you can redirect it. So I want to just paint a picture for you, right? So so think about it. Let's just say I'm your buddy. We work together. I have zero interest in one of those work from home, get rich quick things. I went to one quick start meeting one time. It was a bad experience. I'm not the guy or gal you want to talk to. But so many people in network marketing or in a home-based business or any kind of recruitment-based business will take somebody who's not looking and they'll grab them and they pull them or push them where they want them to go, right? They just push them over there like, hey, you're not interested? Whoa, hey, I'm looking at it now. And they're not super excited. What I was taught back in 2003, a long time ago, is that place ads for people, cast a net for people that are actually looking for me. And when they're looking for me, I just kind of pull them over to me. Just like when somebody's charging at you in martial arts teach you how to take that energy when they're coming towards you and how to redirect them. Now what you can do through the kulaMarketing system with the warm market funnels is when somebody's looking for it, you literally redirect them. Your warm market, you redirect them right where you want them to go. But here's the cool part. Where the peanut butter and the jelly, as Joe was talking about, how this all makes sense, is that what we've done on our side of the equation here is we've gotten really, really, really good. And I'd love to say it was me. It's not. I'd love to say it was Ross. It's not. We just have amassed an amazing team of guys that we've worked with for a long, long time that are absolute masters at what they do. Right. And so we've got guys that are spending, our Google team manages over $1 million a month in Google ad spend. And our Facebook guys are just creating massive, massive traffic out there. And so what you guys and gals get to take advantage of is you can take advantage of our entire team. Right. And so one of the things that Peter was super strong about, maybe that's a good word here, but super strong about is that when we create all of this, all the tools and the whiz bang and all the things, all the features that are going to help you guys and gals grow your kulaMarketing or Kula brand business, is that as we start building out these cold market funnels, there's going to be traffic available for you guys. So we'll have, just like you guys have your crowdfunding right now to put together kulaMarketing, you're going to have an opportunity to basically buy in to proven funnels and proven leads and ads that are out there working. So, what we're doing right here is you guys and gals are crowdfunding this. We're going to spend a good bit of this money to go out and to craft the message, to craft the system, to do the advertisement, to bring leads into you. I see a handful of people. I know there's a couple hundred plus people online, but I'm only seeing about 16 heads. Out of the 16 heads I can see, how many of you would be interested in some kind of program where you could literally put a couple dollars in and all of a sudden, boom, shakalaka, leads are showing up inside your system, and you'd be like, hey, have I got something for you? Let me introduce you to this amazing community. And look at the chat. Wow. God, I like you guys. It's like, you guys have done this before. Holy crap. I mean, holy smokes. Sorry about that. So, the reality is this, like, look, we're putting together, basically a whole lead program so that you can literally just put your credit card in, put your dollars in, whatever it happens to be, however you do it. Thank you, Maddie. She let me off the hook. So the reality is this, not only are we building the system where you've got the warm market system, but we're building the system where you have a cold market system so that, I know Corey, you're in Virginia? Trying to remember, Virginia. You're from Hawaii, live in Hawaii, Virginia, and I'm in Arizona. The odds of you and I running in together, bumping into each other, unless I was watching one of your Facebook video trainings, are probably slim to none, unless you're at one of those generic industry events. But if I just drove home from our office, true story. I just drove home from our office in traffic. It's raining here in Scottsdale, Arizona, where I live. And people here in the desert pretend like we haven't seen rain. It's been at least 100 days, right? We haven't seen rain in a while. And it was bumper to bumper traffic. And I have to go 2 whole exits. I know, boo-hoo, Michael. I have to go 2 whole exits. And it's like, so I have to go 2 miles on the highway, or maybe 4 miles on the highway. And it took me forever to get home. And it was bumper to bumper to bumper traffic. And I'm thinking to myself driving home, oh, thank you. I'm so grateful that I found this space, this industry back in 2003. Because I used to drive an hour and a half to go about 15 miles when I lived in Atlanta. So I want you to just paint this picture. I'm driving home and I'm at a red light. And what did we do back in the old days? We actually paid attention at red lights. But what do we do at red lights now? I don't know if I should tell you this, but I actually get on my phone and I'm looking at Facebook and I'm doing all this other, oh, the light's green, better go, right? And I know I'm not alone. I'm just the only one willing to admit it tonight. But so all of a sudden, I'm mad at my boss and I see an ad on Facebook. And I click on it, and it talks about how I could become an investor and I could help launch businesses. And I'm like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. I met Kevin Harrington once. I'm friends with Forbes Riley. I mean, these are people that are doing all these giant product launches, and I can do that too. And all of a sudden, I click a button, and next thing you know, I'm inside somebody's funnel now, and I'm going through the process, and I'm being fed a little bit of information, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, this is pretty cool. And then I request some information, and then about 10 minutes later, Dawn Clifton reaches out to me and she says, hey, Michael, Dawn, I saw you were on my website a minute ago, and I see that you want some information about this awesome business. Listen, we launch brands, we do this, we do that. Can I send you some information? Right? What are the odds of that happening? Well, the odds are pretty good. We generate so many leads for clients, and I don't know if I sound like I'm Babe Ruth or anything, but I'm willing to call the shot right now that this is going to be one of the, if not the most successful system, because you guys are such a unique animal in the space, right? And I say that with absolute love and affection. You guys are so unique that it's not MLM anymore, right? It's not. Peter was just like, guys, we are not a multi-level marketer. Comp plan's easy. We're like, yeah, whatever, man, show us. And he like showed us. We're like, okay, where's the rest of it? I mean, there's got to be we got to have a left leg and a right leg, right? I mean, we got to have all this stuff out there, right? And he's like, no, I like simple. I like easy. And you're like, we like easy too. So it just shows how it's going, right? So guys, here's the cool part of what the system looks like. You've got warm market, you've got cold market, and then we've got all the tools that you require. And then if you remember my brief introduction, I said there was one of the 2 things that really changed the game for me as a distributor in the field. One was the system. Does anybody remember what the second one was? It was massive lead generation, right? Massive lead generation. So I don't have to talk to all my friends and family. I don't have to go through my phone and say, yep, I'm not going to talk. I want to talk to my accountant, my baker, my chiropractor. You guys remember the ABCs of recruiting if you've been in a company before. Now, literally, you can just put a couple dollars in, whatever it happens to be, and boom, shakalaka, leads start showing up, and you guys, just like you crowdfund here, and you guys are basically take all your combined dollars and you create these amazing opportunities for inventors and these amazing opportunities for the artists that are out there and all the other people that you were assisting. Now you guys get to do it for yourselves, and you get to grow the the Kula brand. Keep combining the two, but the Kula brand. And we're going to assist you guys get to that goal of 30,000. And I believe that that's actually very short-sighted, that we're going to go a lot further than that. So anyway, I get a little juiced up too, Joe. Back to you, man.
Well, dude, I love hearing all that. And first of all, that story's awesome. And second of all, dude, you always just get me like amped. I was over here actually, I just put a story up of another marketing system. It had like a ton of people hit me up like, what's Kula? What's Kula? I might have to send them, I don't know, maybe someone send me their link. I might have to send some people, we'll see. Or send it to some people, we'll see. But anyway,
well, it was just Joe, I don't know about you, Joe. I just got about like 65 friend requests, and I'm guessing I either am on somebody's list somewhere.
Oh, you know what?
You guys figured out my name.
I just saw the same thing. That's definitely, I was like, why did I just get so many friend requests? Wow, this is a phenomenal crew. Let's go. All right. Anyways, guys, back to this. So let me do that's so funny you just said that, because I had the same thing. I was like, is this just Facebook messing with my notifications or something?
It's like bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, I was like distracted. What's going on here?
Rapper in the background. I didn't even know it.
Oh, man. All right, so listen, we're going to segue into this and we'll wrap it up. So I wanted to share this right here. These are powerful. This is one thing that, and this is just us, and not that we have to, I guess, like prove anything, but I think it's important to mention. A lot of people, as far as, generating traffic, which thank goodness we have Michael and Ross and our team now to be able to do that. But anyways, pre that, we had, lead capture pages and stuff in here. And so one of the things I noticed was people were a little hesitant to share stuff on their social media wall, right? Like they didn't want to annoy any friends. And I get it. That makes sense. So what we did is we actually wrote up pre-written blog articles that literally look like you as the user wrote them, but they're professionally written and they're obviously themed around, and they will be themed around Kula brands, around Helix, around Digibot. So we're going to write articles and stuff that are centered around those different products and services, load them into your marketing system, and allow you to then share them as if they were your own blog. But here's the beauty of that. You can take these blogs, and we'll be consistent with adding more and more and more, because you can only use one. You can post it. You can't post it the next day, obviously, right? You post it maybe a month later. But anyways, you post it up, and I'm a huge fan of training and teaching, and I tell everyone likes and comments equal leads. Like if you guys share a blog article on social media and someone likes or comments on it, you then have a reason to reach out to them, right? Because now the conversation started, and you can just say something like here's a hypothetical. I put a blog up, Peter, comments on it. Interesting read. I agree with so-and-so point. I now have a reason to hit up Peter and be like, hey, man, appreciate the comment on my blog. How have you been? As opposed to just randomly, right? But he literally talked about something that's related to exactly what it is that I want to share with him, right? Kula brands or Helix or whatever the case may be in that situation. But we bring it one step further. When someone goes to one of your blogs, and let me just show you a sample of one, literally there's links that are sprinkled in this blog that if they click it, boom, they're now in your funnel. So remember what Michael just said about all of a sudden I was in this person's funnel? We build these materials to work in your favor where people don't even know that they're going into your funnel, but then all of a sudden they're like deep into it and you have their contact information and now you're reaching out and they're like, whoa, and then they're ready to get going, right? So anyways, let me just show you a sample of that. It's cool. And I want you to know that like, this is just a straight up passion for us. Like we are literally as a team obsessed with putting things in place that are going to help you guys win, period. So I'll give you an example. Like for Digibot, right? So here's some stuff on Bitcoin for another system, obviously. But anyways, we can click on any of these. But here it is right here. Bitcoin futures trading. What is it? What is it? Why does it matter? Your name would show up here. We have this going on. We could obviously put this one is old because it's an older blog. But people are reading, and they see these things on the side. What insider tips on crypto? Whatever. Little tiny things that you're used to seeing on blogs, like those sponsored posts and such. You click on this, look what happens. Boom, we're now all of a sudden into a capture page. We do the same thing for Kula brands. We put blogs out there for you, but then when people click on these sponsored posts, or even within the text, like, interested in finding out more about how you can get involved with startup companies and potentially capitalize on their growth, click here. Or new revolutionary company, it's like backlinks. You've seen that when you're reading blogs, it links somewhere. Well, we'll be crafty with what we write, and then we lead people into your funnel. They might not know it at the time, but they're literally now going down a pipeline in your funnel. So these have been a very big hit because it's very easy and non-scary, so to speak, for you to share these on your social media. So let me go back to the PowerPoint. I just love these, and we'll be consistent with putting more and more out there. So there we go. And now we're gonna wrap this up by sharing this with you, the big boy right here. And this is part of the reason why I got involved in the systems game before I even knew Michael and Ross, and now we do things together. But here's an issue I saw. A lot of cool systems out there. What good is it if you can't get eyeballs to your pages? Literally, it does nothing for you. It's a waste. Like, oh, I got this great system, but I don't know how to get anyone to it. Okay, well, that's why we built an app and show you exactly how to use a warm market system to reach out to people. And that's also why we not only supply resources like what Michael just said about traffic that you can literally buy into to get it done, but all the while being able to learn these things on your own, walking or going through training videos on techniques that work, like things that I literally did 7-8 years ago that worked incredibly well and still do today. Like, perfect example, you get a picture up, and this is always an example I use and I love it, but this kind of stuff works. You can do it right now if you want. You can literally grab your phone. I encourage some of you to do this and put your phone back here and take a selfie of you on this Zoom or webinar, and you post it on social media, and you say, yeah, there you go. So Michael's doing it, right? But you post it on social media and say something like I've literally never been more excited in my entire life, or something of that nature. Yeah, see, we got people doing it, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to post that, and people are going to be like, what are you excited about? What the heck is that thing? What are all those people on that screen? It's attraction marketing, and it works. Like for a product-based MLM, I saw a very clever post. I'm going to share this with you, and then we're going to wrap it up. But I want you guys to think outside the box here. It was a company that what they promoted was like an energy shot. So this person literally took a picture. It was awesome, of them holding the energy shot, taking a picture saying, "Drinking and driving is encouraged." And I was like, oh my gosh, that is brilliant. So like my point being is it makes people like, comment, and want to know what it is that you're doing, and it opens up the convo. So it's just piquing interest. So anyways, like the selfies, the love, the pictures of your family, you don't have to go nuts, but those kind of things drive curiosity. So I'm telling you that because we train you on how to get traction with this system. It's up to you to plug into it, but you will never, and I mean this with all of my core, you will literally never be left in a field not knowing exactly what to do to gain results. The resources are always available to you, and we make it our life's mission to put them in front of you so you as leaders can feel comfortable bringing your team into this company, into this system, knowing that if they put in the effort, they will know exactly what to do, period. Every time. Because everyone's going to know and have guidance, and that's why we're so into this, because I know in my heart that anyone can do this stuff because of the resources we make available. So between the app, the technology, the cold market packages, and the done-for-you traffic that literally is offered, and then the training on top of it, there's nothing else that you need. It's literally all here under one roof with kulaMarketing, and I love it. So we already talked about the contact manager. You know what that looks like. The autoresponder, I'll just touch on it. Every time a lead comes in, yes, emails will be going out on your behalf in real time. You don't have to write them. They're already done. They're already written by professional copywriters, and they are compliant. So those will be going out. No more external autoresponders or any of that kind of nonsense. It's all good, and it's all going to be ready. So that, I think, is all. Oh, no, it's not. Microsystems coming. I believe Ross is coming on now, but here's the deal. Phase 1, allow you guys to grow and get more community members into Kula Brands, right? But then immediately after that, or simultaneously with that, we're going to go ahead and have resources in there to help you promote Helix, Digibot, and then obviously as new companies and such come on board, guess what we're going to be doing? Launching an app and a marketing system for every single one of them. So people can come in under the Kula Brands umbrella or within a specific company and just pick and choose what they like. But here's the beauty. They don't have to figure out and go make their own marketing and get this and that and the other thing. It's all done. You offer it from A to Z, everything they need, period. So with that being said, I'm done with my stuff. I'm very fired up right now. Don't think I'm going to sleep for a while. So I'll probably call you, Michael, and Ross after this and just start, I don't know, rapping about something or whatever. But anyways, I'm going to turn it back over to you to take the call where it needs to go, and then we'll go from there.
Well, Joe, we certainly make sure that everybody understands, guys. Joe, Michael, Peter, Jill, Morgan, Doug, Corey all came together. I mean, this all happened on purpose. This thing is an accident. I always believe that there's always on-purpose coincidences, and the way that all this came together just in the last couple weeks is for a reason. You guys have something so incredibly special. You've got a founder that is genius with his business, and partner Doug. Doug, you just having the technical know-how and know all this stuff, so I don't need to repeat it, but I just want to recognize that the core essence of what you guys have here is the 99% of the success of the company. And without that, big dreams, big goals, but with having and more to make sure that everybody's taken care of is what we've seen and witnessed and in the last 2 weeks to make this happen for you guys. And they're so excited and run alongside you guys and help get to that 30,000 member mark, and next step is member mark, and then a company you're going to roll out and use our tools and systems to help you guys go make extra money, create some of the royalty income, and help so many other people's lives. It's the most movable model really can impact people's lives with what we have here. So with that, I don't take any more time. You guys have questions, whatever you guys would like us to sit out and be here to help with. We're here, and we're